One of the things that must be stated about the kidnapping charge, Sarah, when you all see this video, you're going to see Tyre Nichols is calling out for his mom. He calls out 3 times for his mother. His last words on this earth is mom, mom, mom. I mean, he's screaming for her. And when you think about that kidnapping charge, he said, I just want to go home. I mean, it's a traffic stop, for God's sake. A traffic stop. A simple traffic stop.
Bro, people literally said this about the LAPD stopping that teacher who may or may not have been under the influence, which I'm not entirely certain on that part. But regardless, like, people were literally like, he was obviously belligerent, which is why it was acceptable to kill him. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? That's not how this shit works. In any scenario, that's not how this shit works. There is no outcome. Stream reported? For what? Brother, y'all been fucking reporting this stream since I started talking about the cracker word earlier today, okay? Like, even the incredibly liberal, ass fucking Nets DG has not come through for you. Anytime you bring up shit that, like, these pathetic, extremely online fucking losers care about, they immediately hit the fucking ban note. Like, they are relentless, dude. Relentless. I've gotten 2 markers already for Nets DG. It's crazy.
He's kidnapped for a simple traffic stop?
Think about that.
I mean, yeah, this is such an important case. Such an important case. And I continue to think about people like Terrence Crutcher and people who, for simple things, having car trouble, and they end up dead when they encounter the police. Corey Jones, having car trouble. When black people have simple encounters with police, they end up dead. We don't hear about these things with our white brothers and sisters. We don't see the videos of the police doing the most with white citizens when they're routine, simple matters. And that's why we got to continue to speak to this police culture in America. It does get emotional because I know what you're all about to see, America. And as much as those 5 officers killed Tyre Nichols, it was the police culture in America that killed Tyre Nichols.
Hi, everyone. George.
It's true. Here's the Tyre Nichols family holding a press conference earlier.
Thank you, everybody, for showing up. I just wanted to say that, as Mr. Crump just stated, I did push for murder 1 from the beginning. Mm-hmm. That was my main goal. But as the charges were told to us and they explained to us what the difference between murder 1 and murder 2 was, we're very satisfied with the charges. More importantly, we want peace. We do not want any type of uproar. We do not want any type of disturbance. We want peaceful protests. That's what the family wants. That's what the community wants. They're all kind of, I got a text today from one of my supervisors about an alert, telling her don't be in the crowds tonight. We shouldn't have that. We need to do this peacefully.
Bro, bosses are fucking texting their workers to not go out and protest police brutality. That's insane. Also, if this is an instance of like swift justice being enacted in so many instances where it never came, it's hard not to recognize that like the immediate fear from the city and business owners and capital owners in general, businesses closing early on this day, like, don't you feel like that's part of the reason? Because they know that the inevitable is going to happen, and that fear is the reason why the institutions are behaving the way that they're behaving now. Like, if you want to stop rioting, the most effective way to do it is by creating a system of accountability within policing that literally makes sure that you don't do this ever again, that this never happens again. That's it. People always fucking act like, oh, it's the rioters at fault. Is this at fault? Is that at fault? Oh, look, they're looting, whatever the fuck. Oh, man, like things are on fire. It's like, yeah, nobody wants that. But you know what else they don't want? You know what else people want less than that? Getting murdered by cops. So I think ultimately the best way to stop potential future rioting is by ensuring that there is a system of accountability where you work your way through the entirety of the police force and realign your structures to legitimately defend and serve the interests, protect and serve the interests of the people rather than capital.
The family is very satisfied with the process, with the police chief, the DA. They acted very, very quickly in this case. We are very, very pleased with that.
Yes.
Other cases drag on, but this is a special case. We had a special son.
Yeah. That's right.
That prompted the quickness of this results. So, as of the Tyre Nichols family, please, please protest, but protest safely. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you all for coming and showing support for my family and my son. I really appreciate everything everyone is doing. My son is looking down, smiling because, you know, it's funny. He always said he was going to be famous one day. I didn't know this is how he was going to, this is what he meant, but if...
Take your time.
I really don't know what else to say right now. I've said so many things in the last few days, and really I want to say I've never seen the video, but what I've heard is very horrific, very horrific. And any of you who have children, please don't let them see it.
Ask for prayer. That's right. You can just ask for prayer. That'll be good.
I just want to ask for prayer for my family, for this whole community. And I want to say to the 5 police officers that murdered my son, you also disgraced your own families. But you know what? I'm going to pray for you and your families, because at the end of the day, this shouldn't have happened.
No, that's right.
This just shouldn't have happened. And
We want justice.
we want justice for my son. Justice for my son.
Justice for Tyre.
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 I just want to thank everybody again for coming. I don't have it. I have a lot of words that I want to say, but they're just not coming out right.
Now you fine.
And I still haven't had time to grieve yet. I'm still dealing with the death of my son. This was not supposed to happen. My son was supposed to be with me today. I'ma always know that I'll always be with him because I told everyone he has a tattoo of my name on his arm. My son loved me to death and I loved him to death.
Yes.
And so this is very difficult for me. I'm sorry if I'm not articulating myself a little bit better.
No, you're doing fine.
No mother should go through what I'm going through right now. No mother to lose their child to the violent way that I lost my child. Thank you.
Hi, everyone.
The reason why the family is asking to ensure that like nothing terrible happens is because they know how the system works, and they know that right-wing media and other institutions that defend white supremacist constructs will use the inevitable backlash, the understandable backlash that will occur against justice being served. But of course, people will protest despite the demands of the family. Because when a young black kid gets brutally murdered by police, the people that are out there protesting in the fucking streets see themselves as the victim. Like, it's not, it can happen to them, or it can happen to a family member. It can happen to another loved one. They're not thinking about it like, another victim of police brutality that is like an individual act of police brutality as like bad cops or bad apples. That's the reason why people will behave in the way that they're probably going to behave. We watched this yesterday. I believe there was yes, I will not be watching it on stream, obviously. And I know that everyone is going to, I know that people are probably going to, oh, here. In July 2018, outside of Sacramento, California, DMV office, I met Tyre Nichols. He had been waiting 6+ hours in the miserable 98-degree heat. The story and those of others that day was the first of what would become 40-ish articles from me holding the California DMV accountable for their actions. Nichols unknowingly contributed to the setting in motion a series of stories that could better the life of many Californians. This is what I was looking for.
I've been here since 10 o'clock, well, 9:45, and the experience has been a very long wait. It's been very agonizing and very agitating waiting here and having everyone go in front of you, appointments, and you're here stuck. So that was my experience. It was a really bad one, actually. I haven't been here in 5 years, and this is probably the worst time ever.
Yeah. He's a chill dude. He's a chill ass California skater dude, you know? I'm hoping this could bring comfort to those who knew him well or didn't know him at all, but are impacted by the situation in Memphis. I'll remember him as an upbeat and remarkably patient young man despite navigating a difficult circumstance. May his memory be a blessing. Yeah, Cinemarxism is absolutely correct. Despite being an anarchist, this is 100% correct, this take. This is something we could fund if we didn't give like 50% of our city budgets to murder people like him. Yeah. Every time your car drives over a fucking fat pothole, every time that you look at like other cities that have public transit with longing, every time you look at like a European city and its beautiful parks, remember that the reason why you can't have those nice things that we certainly have enough money to pay for is because all of that money is going to the cops. Straight up. That is literally true. That is absolutely 100% true. Bro, stop. Wait, what do you mean, bro, stop? It's 1,000,000% true. And in many circumstances, okay, those cops aren't even fucking doing their jobs. Like, they're clear.